There once lived a beautiful ballerina who was infected by a zombie. She tried so hard not to let it take over her entire body, but the infection just kept growing. She became bloodthirsty and hungry and just couldn't stop it. So guys, to get started, I've already primed and done my foundation on my face. So I am just going to throw my hair up to get it all out of the face. We're doing two sides of our face clearly. So we're going to start with our pretty side first. This side I just want to be very pink and girly, so I'm going in with my Milani Bella rouge, and I'm just going to let this be my crease color and my transition color and work that into my crease. I'm putting the tape there for a sharp line, and I'm doing that into my crease and up on my upper, kind of up by my brow bone, not too much, but I'm working it up. Then I'm going to go in with Milani's Bella Pink, and I'm just going to pat that all over my eye. You guys have seen this done before. You know what to do. When I'm done, I'm just going to blend it out with more of that Bella Rouge so that I can deepen it up just a bit. I really wanted it to be ballerina pink, so I love my pinks. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows as usual with the pencil, and then going in with Milani's Bella Purple, I'm going to just put that on the outer corner of my eye in the crease and down into the V. And then to highlight my brow bone, I'm just going to use a light, super light pink. I'm lining my eyes with my E.L.F Liquid liner. I wanted to make a pretty big wing just because we're a ballerina and ballerinas need good stage makeup. So you got to be able to see it from your seats. Doing this just as usual, and then we're going to take off our tape and we are going to go from there. I'm just running a charcoal eyeshadow underneath my eyes. That way it's not super dark, but it still gives it a little bit of definition. To contour my face, I've actually been using a tanny taupe eyeshadow, and I've been loving it. So I'm using it down my nose. I'm using that on my, kind of to hollow out my cheekbones just a little bit. It's really dark. I'm totally okay with that because dancers need darker makeup. I was a dancer for years, and let me tell you, you got some crazy makeup. The natural light clearly wasn't working with me, but I'm taking a pink blush and I'm just running that along the apples of my cheeks and up, and then I'm taking my Mary Luminizer and highlighting my face. So I got these little tattoos from Walmart, and they're just little like cut tattoos, kind of like that. There's a whole bunch of them. You guys will see that I am going to take off that toilet paper around it because I hated the way that it turned out. It was supposed to make my neck look like the skin was rolling back, but it just sucked. So I'm just taking blacks, purples, blues, and a little bit of an olive green, and I'm working that literally just so messy around my eye. This is going to be trying to make your eyes look a little bit more sunken in. You guys will see that I'm going to take a black color and I'm going to go right in the tear duct area because that's going to make that look really sunken in. But making sure that this isn't just black is going to give you that super neat bruised look so that you can kind of get that, I don't know, so that it doesn't look like you just like threw on black eyeshadow. It's going to look like you're bruised and like your infection is growing. I am running that down my nose just a little bit, just whatever's left on my blending brush. I'm using a blending brush on this entire side, and that's just so that it looks a little bit dirty and just still like the infection is growing. I wanted everywhere the infection was going to be, I wanted it to, I can't talk today, for it to be a little bit darker. I'm going to hollow out my cheeks with the same colors, and I'm going to make that pretty prominent, just so that it shows that it's infectious. I added that green in there just so that we could give it that dead look because it was gross and I liked it. So now we're going to go in. I'm going in with a red and a purple gel eyeliner, and I'm just kind of making squigglies for veins. I do this all over my face. I got super vein and blood happy. So yeah. But I'm just taking this. If you wanted to do veins, you could just do the little, you could use eyeshadow or eyeliner, but you just do little squiggly lines and then you make more little squiggly lines coming out of them. And I think that that's why I got so obsessed doing them, because they're so easy and they look so good. You do want to have a light hand with this. You can go back over it to make them darker, but definitely have a light hand as you're starting out, because your veins in your face, whenever stuff is growing, I guess, I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't going to be super, super dark. Here I'm just going in with the darker color. This is a darker purple color. My first color that I used was like a maroon red color. This darker purple, everything that I'm using basically, with the exception of the Milani stuff, is from my Sephora Makeup Academy palette. You guys use whatever products you want, that's fine. And then I'm just tapping over them to blend them out just a little bit. You don't want to smear. I'm literally just taking my finger and tapping over where the veins are. And that's going to blend it out so that it looks like they're in your skin as opposed to just drawn on. I got so vein happy, it wasn't even funny. Like when I was done, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's a lot of veins. But it's okay because it's Halloween, and who doesn't want to look super creepy on Halloween? And I think it looks really flippin' creepy. With the exception of the ridiculous toilet paper on my neck. There we go, I got it off. I'm covering all down on my neck around that cut just with a concealer so that it kind of blends in the edges of the tattoo so that it's not just sticking out there. And then I'm going in with a black gel liner, and I'm just kind of doing the center of the cut so that it looks darker. Every time that you get a cut, the center of your cut is always darker. Then I'm going in with the bloody scab that they gave with the tattoos, and I'm going all around it. I just pat it out, and then I realized that it's so much better to just do it with your fingers. This stuff dries super like scabby, like it's really gross. It's really cool. So I'm so happy that I got this stuff. And then I just added a little bit to my face to look like I just ate somebody. I didn't want to do any dripping down my chin or down my neck, because I was just like, she doesn't need to have just eaten somebody. That's my been done eaten look. And then just adding more veins because you can never have enough, and tapping them out. And then for my lips, I just went in with Milani's Pink Frost, and then I go back in with an eyeshadow that is black, and I just do the center of the infectious side of my lip, and I just kind of blot that out a little bit. Not make it too dark, just a little bit darker. And then I go over it all with Eclair from NYX, their buttergloss. For my hair, I'm just throwing it up in a super, super, super high. I did a top knot. You could do a total ballerina bun, but I didn't have my sock with me to do that. So I did my top knot up here and played with it a little bit. And that's the final look. I hope that you guys super enjoyed our Halloween time together. I will be posting one more video, but that is it. And as always, just please subscribe, guys. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Thanks.